Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next. Kansas City Sports and Fitness is the magazine for sports fans in KC. Inside, we cover local sports and local teams, from pro to peewee and everything in between. And this month's free copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness includes the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report. You'll find Kansas City Sports and Fitness all over KC at places like the Kansas City Ice Center. And it's free, so pick one up today. Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. Good Sports is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Dr. Lynn McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. For an appointment, call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. And by the Surplus Exchange. Take a tax donation credit plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444.
Good Sports was recorded live on Sunday, December 22nd.
Welcome to Good Sports, Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I am Steve Fish, the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at Skate with Santa on the Outdoor Ice Pavilion at the Kansas City Ice Center, located on Johnson Drive, just 2 miles west of 435. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicenter.com, for more details on public skating sessions, their leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of KC Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in Kansas City. And in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our Chiefs Report, presented by Bud Light. Now, this month we feature a story on Niall Davis, who set a Chiefs record with a 108-yard kickoff return. We also compare this year's team with the 1969 Chiefs, and we look at the playoff possibilities for the Chiefs. Now, in our hockey report, which is presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the Outdoor Ice Pavilion, which is open and will host a Winter Classic tournament this month. Plus, we feature a special insert called the Winter Sports Guide, which has information on their Learn to Skate, on their public skating, and on their figure skating programs that are available at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now, in our college report, presented by the Surplus Exchange, we talk with Wildcat Will Spradlin, KU basketball phenom Andrew Wiggins, and we write about the success of the MU Tigers football team in the SEC. You can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And now joining us at the Kansas City Ice Center is Dean Nelson. He is the general manager here, and he just got back into town from a squirt tournament, I guess.
Yeah,
in
we had
Louis.
4 games down in St. Louis this weekend. It's league play right now that's going on, so we're in full swing with hockey. The Kansas City Ice Center is the home to the youth organization, which is the Kansas City Stars, and houses about 400 kids, and I coach a squirt AA travel team in my free time, so and help the development of the kids around here. So we were down in St. Louis. We had 4 games down there. We went 2-2, and they're just eager to play in this area for hockey right now. They're just really, really doing a good job here at the Kansas City Ice Center, growing the programs.
So, what age is squirt? What age are these kids that are skating for you?
Yeah, these kids are 9 and 10. They're 8, 9, and 10. It just depends on their birth years. They're 2003 and 2004 birth years. We have a couple 2005s that played up from the lower program.
Wow. Yeah.
So they're little, and then some are big, for their age, and they're squirts, and the next level up then is peewees. The next age is 2001 and 2000s, and then the Bantams, which we just had the Winter Classic here last weekend, was our Bantams, and we brought in 16 teams for that tournament. So I tell you what, the hockey here is in full swing right now, Steve.
Yeah, so you had one Winter Classic. You've got another one that's coming up, but most of the teams that were here were not Kansas City teams. Which Kansas City teams were here, and then where did the other teams come from?
Yeah, we had in the Bantam tournament, we had 2 Kansas City teams. So we had both of our Bantam AA and our Bantam A playing, and there were teams from Mason City, there was Des Moines, Omaha, your Midwestern teams, but there was also Oklahoma City. There was also teams from St. Louis, so Chesterfield was here, and Afton was here, and St. Peter was here. So we're really attracting a lot of teams, and once we put that outdoor pavilion in last year, as you saw tonight with the Skate with Santa that we had out there, it just really opens things up so much for us in the hockey industry, as well as the public, to come on down and use that second sheet of ice. So we expect another big crowd like we had last weekend. We had 16 teams. In Bantam. In Squirt, we'll have 15 teams, so we're one short of a full tournament. and that will be teams from from all over. There's one from Northwest Arkansas.
Wow.
There's teams from Des Moines, Omaha, Lincoln, and then as well as there's a few from the Kirkwood, and I believe it's Chesterfield again from that St. Louis area. So we attract 15 teams. Each team has 15, 16 kids. So, we got a couple hundred kids in here playing hockey all weekend long. And what a great thing for not only the Kansas City Ice Center, but the full community of Shawnee and the surrounding areas to have these guys in town to see our city.
Yeah, and your timing of this thing, it's December 27th through 30th. It times out real similar to the Winter Classic, and you guys are calling it the Winter Classic. People may have seen commercials and things like that for the Winter Classic that's going to be going on in the NHL. Yeah. So it's really neat that you're piggybacking along with that. The Winter Classic is an outdoor game. They play in a humongous stadium. I don't know where they're playing this year, but do you know where they're playing?
I don't.
I think it's the Maple Leafs and...
Yeah, I want to say Soldiers Field, but that was probably last year, and it's been Fenway, I think, and it's been Wrigley, it's been around a little bit. We talked to Sean, and he played in the Old Timers outdoor game. So, it's not just that one outdoor game called the Winter Classic, which is the main one, but now all over the country. Minnesota has their hockey day in Minnesota, and their games are outdoors.
Right.
And that's kind of where I got the spin-off of course, the NHL, but as well as seeing my buddies up there at Lourdes High School play the outdoor game this year. And I tell you, the kids that come off this outdoor rink, the smiles on their face and the joy that they get. Now, the parents aren't always so happy because they'd rather be indoors. But I tell you what, there were a couple rinks I was up to in Rochester last weekend that were just as cold as our outdoors here indoors. Yeah. So,
well, and the other thing is you haven't, and I took some shots of the video, so we'll show some of that. You have heat going on out there.
Yeah, they do. The building's pretty well surrounded by our existing building. It's just and it's a pavilion, so it has a roof, and then we have a 7-foot fireplace out there that a lot of people stand around, as well as we have some freestanding gas heaters like you have on your patio. So we have a little bit of atmosphere out there. We have a lot of chairs and some stands out there as well. So it's just like a regular ice arena. It's a full-size NHL rink. Kids love it. The adults love it.
Yeah.
We had to cancel men's league tonight outside because of the Skate with Santa that we were having that drew 50 to 100 families or kids. Mm-hmm. And the men are inside tonight, the adult league, but they really love playing outside as well. So it's just an awesome thing for us in the surrounding area.
Absolutely, for sure. So you had a public skating session out there, Skate with Santa.
Yeah.
Our friend Lupe with Santa.
Yeah,
I've known him for years and years and years. And never seen him skate before.
Oh,
He's always driving the Zamboni. But
right.
Let's talk about your public sessions, because kids are going to be out while this show is airing.
Yeah.
The kids will still have a week or so before they go back
Sure.
to school. There are lots of activities that are to do here, whether you know how to skate right now or you've skated just a few times in your life. You can come on out here and have some fun.
Yeah, we have public skates that go on during the daytime right now with kids out of school all the way through probably the 3rd of January. And then after that, they're every Friday night, every Saturday night, every Saturday and Sunday afternoon, unless we have like a big tournament like the Winter Classic.
Right.
But it's usually pretty standard at 7:30 to 10 on Fridays and Saturdays. And I tell you, January is National Skate Month, so my skate director Kay has put together like a Friday night spirit night where you wear your school colors or you wear your school gear, and you get in for $5. Maybe it's crazy hat night, or maybe it's fancy pants, or so. In the month of January, if you go onto our website or onto our app at the KCIC app that is now down, is free.
Right.
You can download that now. You can see all of our public skate times. It's just great for the whole family to get out on this outdoor pavilion and skate.
Yeah, so and anybody comes and tries that, and they really like what they're doing.
Yeah.
They can then jump into a Learn to Skate or Learn to Play Hockey program that you guys have here, which prepares you for that next step. But tell us about the Learn to Skate and Learn to Play
we
Hockey.
get a lot of people that come in that they just want to learn how to skate for recreation because it is something different. You're skating on an ice skate that they maybe have never done before.
Right.
So we have Learn to Skate programs that run every Saturday morning, about 11:15 to 12:30 in there, and they run every 6 weeks. And then we also have one that's on Monday night that runs the same as that Saturday program every 6 weeks. I believe the next one that starts is mid-January. Mm-hmm. Right now we're in about the 4th or 5th week, and we take a couple weeks off for holidays. The Learn to Skate program, you can get all that information at kcicenter.com or calling us here at 913-441-3033, and it's good for ages 3 to 103. I mean, we seriously have kids that are 2.5 or 3 learning how to skate. And we have adults who are. I might have a 70-year-old lady who says, "Hey, I want to try this," or I want to take this up for exercise or for something they've always wanted to do. So that's our Learn to Skate program, and then we have our Learn to Play Hockey program, which we run every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. So we get the little guys up bright and early, and we come on in here, and that's a full hockey program for hockey players. Start from age about 3 to 10. We take those kids. We don't take the older guys, to try to learn because they get in the way of the little kids. The little kids are much better. So
well, I have to interject here that the moment Dean said learn to play hockey program, you smiled. And every time that I've talked with you about that, you smile about it and you say it's just so much fun to get out there with the little guys.
You know what it is?
And,
that's really what it's all about. I mean, it's Christmas time. And I had this conversation with some of my 8, 9, 10-year-olds, and it's really the joy of being around friends and family, and that is like my family. I mean, that Learn to Play Hockey program, I go out in the squirts now and work with the Squirt House kids, and there's 15 of them that were in my Learn to Play Hockey program a year ago.
Nice,
so it really is like a community and a family. Once you get part of a hockey organization, it really is like your family. So that Learn to Play Hockey program is very dear to my heart. We have probably 50 to 60 kids at all times. We started a new mini-mite program on Monday nights for the graduates of the Learn to Play Hockey program. So we have 25 kids that graduated on December 7th. So they're now in the mini-mite program, which is another 25 kids, and we even have a girls team that got pink jerseys. And we're really trying some really nice stuff around here for the kids. Our next program starts January 4th. Okay. If you're out there and you're watching the program and you want to sign up, just call us again at 913-441-3033. Get a hold of me, and I'll take care of you guys for the program. So
the mini-mite program, are they playing games at this time?
They are, yeah.
It's kind of like they graduated mid-season for the hockey season.
They did,
but you're getting them into that game plan.
Right, it was an idea I had that they didn't want to bring in 25 kids into the program because it would kind of, where do you put them, where are they at? So what I thought is, hey, why don't we give these kids their own hour on Monday nights out on the pavilion, which is awesome because they love it, because they've been having learned to play hockey inside, and they don't get to go out there much, So we did it at 6 o'clock on Monday nights, and your prerequisite is you have to graduate either level 2 or level 3 of the Learn to Play Hockey. And then what they'll do is they'll practice Mondays, and then they'll have cross-ice games on Saturdays. So they get jerseys, and they get games, and they get, I'll probably ref it. They won't have real refs, but they'll have, people watching the game. And it's just a great deal for those kids to get in some type of a team atmosphere.
Yeah, and it also prepares them for next season or the spring season where they can join a team, and it keeps them going and keeps them involved in the program. That's all great stuff. I mean,
it's a lot of fun.
And just to be able to put the equipment on has to be exciting. I mean, that was always a lot of fun for my kids.
I always put mine on at home. I was always ready to go. I got to the rink with my skates on, so.
How young were you when you started tying your own?
Tying my own skates. I was probably in Pee-wees. So, squirts, I still had my dad tying my skates.
That's hard.
In squirts, they would give me a little tightener to try to use, and it was even harder.
Yeah.
So in squirts, my dad still tightened my skates, but I was lucky enough to have my dad as a coach for my first 4 or 5 years.
Right.
So, at that time, he was always in the locker room, and, I didn't have to, get my dad in there or somebody to do it or go find somebody. So about Pee-wees, and I started tying my own.
So people can sign up. Obviously, they can go to your website and they can sign up. They can find out a whole lot more information.
Yeah.
You guys have a great website.
Yep.
And then you've also got the app that and that's for Android and for iPhone.
Yes.
You've got all that.
Yep.
So, but the website is terrific for all that
the
stuff.
The website's great. It's KCICenter.com. And the app is just punch in KCIC, and your app should come up for the rink. And I tell you what, the app is great because it's linked to our website.
Right.
So all the information on there's 3 tabs. You hit public skating, hockey, or figure skating, whatever you're looking for on information. And there's monthly deals on there. We have a concession deal. We have public skating deals. So there's always deals on there, and there's always information.
You're a techie guy, Dean.
Yeah, right.
I can tell you.
I have a lot of help around here. Believe me.
Again, KCIC, 913-441-3033. We're going to take a quick break. Dean, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Steve.
You're watching or listening to Good Sports, KC Sports and Fitness Show. We're coming to you from the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. I am Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Go online and watch Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Bud Light Chiefs Report, the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the Cargo Largo Health and Fitness Report, and the KC Ice Center Hockey Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make an appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
The outdoor ice pavilion at the Kansas City Ice Center is now open. Come out to a public skating session on the outdoor ice pavilion or on their indoor rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KCI Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times or to register for a camp or class, visit kcicenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. One of the world's top golf club fitters is right here in Kansas City. Golf MD in Lenexa has been helping KC golfers for over 15 years by offering expert service at discount prices. Visit Golf MD for all your club repairs. They do regripping, reshafting, and line, loft, and shaft frequency analysis. Plus, Golf MD can fit you in your existing clubs or create custom clubs for you too. And Golf MD also offers computerized swing analysis and launch monitor testing. Visit golf-md.com or call 913-663-5050. Mafia's Meal on the Go is a great lunchtime choice. Get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink from Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com and for tee times call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC. Be sure to check out the Kansas City Ice Center Winter Sports Guide inside December's Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. You'll find KC Sports Magazine at over 700 locations across Kansas City, and you can check out the issue online at kcsportspaper.com. The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here to skate with Santa on the Outdoor Ice Pavilion at the Kansas City Ice Center, which is located on Johnson Drive, 2 miles west of 435. You can call 913-441-3033 or visit their website, kcicenter.com, for more details on public skating sessions, their leagues, and their Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs as well. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our U.S. Army High School Top Performers section. This month, we honor Bishop Miege boys soccer coach Joe Huppy for their state championship and soccer goalie Alex Lutz for his record-setting 11 shutouts, including one in the championship game. Plus, we honor future soldier Jonathan Thompson from Liberty North, who played on the varsity football team. And in the upcoming weeks on Good Sports later on in January, we'll be back at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KCI Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. And also in January, we will be at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, located at 127th and Metcalf. Now on January 4th, we'll be at a new location, Gambino's Pizza, located on Brigade, just east of 435 off 87th Street in Lenexa. So come on out and join us, and you might see yourself on TV. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. And now joining us here at the Kansas City Ice Center is Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic. She is a board-certified chiropractor. She's licensed in Kansas and Missouri, and in addition to being licensed to provide general chiropractic care, Dr. McIntosh is a certified chiropractic sports physician. She works with athletes from multiple disciplines on specific sports-related injuries. Welcome to the show, Dr. McIntosh. Thank you for joining us here today.
Absolutely, Steve. I always love to join you.
Well, thank you. Today is a Sunday, and we're out here at the Skate with Santa. The sun is going down.
Yes.
It's very neat looking out there to see the lights up and kids skating around out there. It's just a lot of fun here at the KC Ice Center.
My favorite part is that fire pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they have plenty of warm stuff
Yes.
for we adults that are just going to sit outside the ice rink there. So now, speaking of warm, you were recently in San Diego.
I was.
And you were at a conference, the Advanced Whiplash and Traumatology Conference.
It was for the Spine Institute of San Diego. Yes. It was a review of all of the new research that's come out this year. And so all the new information that we know about head injury and neck injury and muscle injury. And then also the keynote speaker was the president of the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Mm-hmm. And so we got to learn about new cars and what new testing they're going to do and how that works.
So you found out some things, and we certainly don't want to list any names or anything like that, but people should do their research, of course, when it's time to buy a new car.
I would go to the Highway Institute of Safety's website. They rate every car. They rate it overall. They rate it for front test crashes, rear impact crashes, and they also rate them for rollover crashes. That's new this year, or newer. I know the offset testing is new this year. And so, very rarely do you run into the wall or into another car dead on.
Yeah.
And so what happens is, of course, most accidents are offset. So only part of the front end of your car is hitting.
Right.
And so for some of the less expensive cars, the offset test has exposed a whole new set of problems. Where they pass the front impact, they don't pass at all the corner impact because the airbag comes out in front and the airbag comes down on the side. Mm-hmm. The side actually is much more important than the one in the front. But because if the car doesn't have a strong enough structure, that it actually moves sideways, so the wheel itself is moving sideways, which is what has the airbag in it, which allows a gap right here, and your head is all of a sudden, you are now thrown, instead of just forward and coming straight back, you're thrown at an angle and right into the pillar. And so that causes always a guaranteed head injury. And so instead of you took your chances, you're hitting your chest on the wheel, you literally are hitting your head every single time. And it's because these two things are actually forcing you that way. And so you're hitting it, which also throws your neck back more. So it compounds whatever injury you're going to have. So it was a very eye-opening information. That, and then the other thing is they're studying children more because you have a larger head size. And so in relationship to their body, they have a much larger head. But they also have not developed any of the neck muscles yet. I mean, not fully. And so, this head is being thrown forward. It doesn't have the strength to do it. So they need to be checked out. There also, what was kind of interesting was, kids have no real impending sense of doom. And so as an adult, you're like, oh, no, be ready, brace yourself, put your hands up, do that. The kid's just like looking around like, what? What's going on? And so really everything happens to them. And we've done a very good job of making sure people have, booster seats and everything. Really need to check those. About 90% of people do not put their kids in them properly.
Wow.
It was really high. I was surprised. But for the most part, a lot of times they do help, especially the ones for infants where they're turned around backwards, really does protect them very much. And but when you turn them back around, it does make a difference. And it is, because that's where now the kid's getting big enough to sit up on their own and do everything, but they've got that larger head size that gravity and momentum are just going to do what they want with.
That, and yeah, like you said, they're just not paying attention because they're sitting in the back. They probably are playing a game, or they're too young to even do that. They're maybe asleep or something like that.
Yeah, and again, just that lack of awareness of what is dangerous.
Right.
It's everything has been safe, and so they don't feel, if the car starts to slide or if something's happening, it does not mean the same to them. It's just whatever is going to happen is going to happen. And, they aren't worried about it.
Yeah, and that probably goes for teenagers, too, who just have no sense of any of that as well, but because they're learning the thing. But tell us if you do have issues with sports injuries or something like that, and where can people go to find out more about you?
You bet. Our phone number is 816-753-4600. KansasCityChiropractic.com. We're on Facebook. We're located at 4510 on the west side of the plaza.
Bellevue, 4510 Bellevue.
Yes, I don't.
Oh, that's okay.
All right, thank you for taking care of that
for me. Yeah, no problem. 816-753-4600, KansasCityChiropractic.com. Dr. McIntosh, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming on out here to the ice rink. You're going to strap on your skates and take a skate here afterwards.
Right.
You might have a few patients that
there we go.
You can treat. That'll do it for our show today. My thanks to our host for the show, Kansas City Ice Center, located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive, and our guest, Dean Nelson, the general manager of KCIC, and Dr. Lynn McIntosh from Kansas City Chiropractic. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in KC Sports and Fitness magazine. You will find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick one up today.
Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. When it's trophy time or time to present an award or medal or a gift, contact Overland Park Awards. Need an idea for a trophy? We did for the Army High School Coach of the Week Award, and we found it at Overland Park Awards. Come visit their showroom at 7514 Floyd, 1 block west of Metcalf and 75th, or go online to opawards.com, or call Terry at 913-649-3635. At Overland Park Awards, they sweat the small stuff so you don't have to. Discover, shop, and win at Cargo Largo. Stop by at 35th and Nolan Road in Independence and go online at cargolargo.com. Cargo Largo, a retail store, and so much more.
Welcome to Old Shawnee Pizza and Italian Kitchen. Yep, there's nothing like the homemade taste of an Old Shawnee Pizza. Dine in or carry out. Old Shawnee Pizza with 3 locations.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC.
Hi, it's the Ball Game co-host Greg Pryor. In 1991, I was introduced to a line of health supplements called Designer Foods that were created by a genius, Dirk Pearson and his wife, Sandy Shaw. Dirk and Sandy wrote the New York Times bestseller, Life Extension, A Practical Scientific Approach. The results that I felt on a few of their designer food formulas was so great that I formed a company, Life Priority, to offer these great formulas to everyone. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. Lift is a powdered drink mix that you mix and drink when you have mental fatigue and you want to feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I felt the results in about 30 minutes. I wish that I had Lift to use when I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for the Royals. Lift also comes in capsules called Lift Caps. See Lift and Lift Caps and all the great Life Priority products at my website, lifepriority.com. Get your personal rally going. Visit my website, get some Lift or Lift Caps today at lifepriority.com.
With your coupon from Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, get $5 off your purchase of $15 or more of regular priced items at Mafia Mike's and Southside Mafia. Be sure to check out the Kansas City Ice Center Winter Sports Guide inside December's Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. You'll find KC Sports Magazine at over 700 locations across Kansas City, and you can check out the issue online at kcsportspaper.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.